running the Oracle version of WebLogic or means Oracle software, so it will only support Oracle database. This is not a case. Again, I'm repeating is this is not a case. WebLogic can support or supports any kind of database, SQL Server, Oracle database, MySQL, uh, your Postgre, any kind of database you would like to bring, you can connect it. There are various kind of connectors available to connect the database. Like if we have clients to connect the database, so there are various built-in options to connect the database. If not available, you can also install the client or connector with the WebLogic, so you can connect your favorite database on it, like IBM DB2, Cybex, etc. So moving towards in the more detail, a domain. These are concept like we have a similar kind of concept in IT domain. This is a similar kind of thing, and it has an English word, not a fancy word here. Domain is just a collection of WebLogic resources or any kind of resources. So here we can create multiple domains in WebLogic, but a WebLogic server must have a one domain. Uh, what does it mean that a WebLogic server can be a part of one domain, but a domain can have multiple WebLogic servers. Here, if you see on the left, here a machine one, a small machine which host our domain A, part of domain A. And one more thing is that here we are talking about scalability and high availability. So keep this thing in mind that we can split WebLogic resources to various machines. We can split the parts of WebLogic resources or the software to various machines to have a scalability and high availability. So let's say admin server is a component of WebLogic server. We will talk in detail what is admin server. Just we are taking the example. Admin server is a part of WebLogic which is residing on machine 1 with the domain A, and its other servers, red color, which is also part of domain A but residing on another server, and orange one, another domain B, but have a same machine reside on this machine, and admin server and other servers on third machine. So we can have a mix and match configuration according to the resources of machines. Resources means cores, memory, storage. If we have heterogeneous machines, like if we have 4 core machine, and if we have 8 core machine, for 4 core machine can host only admin server. It is not a hard and fast rule that about the cores. If you think that you have a small machine which can host admin server, so you can do it. If you have a higher configuration machine in which you think that can host multiple WebLogic server instances or multiple domains or have extra resources, so use that accordingly. So what is administration server? Uh, just a minute. I'm just muting for a second. Okay, so we were on the administration server. Uh, what is administration server? By its name, it is easily understandable that it is kind of WebLogic component which is used to which is used for administration of WebLogic. Admin server is a kind of server which controls and manage everything in the WebLogic, and we use it to configure all the resources in our domain. Our domain can have only one administration server and can have multiple other WebLogic servers which is used to host the application. So this means that it is, you can say, a manager or in charge of WebLogic server, which is which has some extra capabilities like configuration of users. Here we can create user, deploy applications, start and stop the components of the WebLogic, individual components, and configure parameters, other things, monitoring, some kind of monitoring of the applications with this administration server. It is a browser based GUI application server. We will see later. Another concept is called managed server. Just to distinguish from the admin server, we brought the term of managed servers. So, what are the managed servers? Managed servers are actually are designed to host the applications. However, we can deploy an application on admin server, but it is not recommended. And Oracle suggests that we should not burdenize the admin server because it already has various other functionalities which are specifically designed for admin server. So we should use managed servers strictly for the applications. This means we should deploy the applications or web applications on managed servers. Managed server can be zero or more. This means domain can have no managed server at all, mean can have only a admin server, and we can use it for the test and development purpose. We practice this exercise. We just use admin server, or for test application we just deploy the test application on admin server just for testing. But for production environment, Oracle recommends that we should use managed servers. The quantity of managed server is not defined because it is up to the requirement, workload, and specifications of our application, which application we are using, how many managed servers are required. At least we can have one managed server to deploy the application. Okay, so what is managed server? Managed server is also the copy of admin server, but with the least capabilities. What capabilities are not required for the management capabilities of the WebLogic, because this is designed for hosting the application. So it what it does have it has or it has various web application libraries, the EJBs, enterprise Java beans, web services connectors, the database connectors, libraries, classes, Java classes, which are required to run our enterprise applications, and other scalability and high availability features which we can configure. If we have multiple managed servers, we can configure them to make connection between multiple managed servers. We can also install multiple applications on multiple managed servers. Here in the diagram, like you can see that in our domain A we have 4 managed servers, and these icons states that these have multiple applications. Like this blue box, it can be an application. This is a kind of a pink box, it can be any other application. So we can distribute multiple applications on multiple managed server, or we can deploy a single application on multiple managed servers. It depends on our configuration, and when we will see later. Node Manager is an important component of the WebLogic. What it does, it is first let's see what it is. It is a separate process. Means it is not a part of admin server or managed server. However, these are also separate processes. Process means process refers terms the operating system side. Means admin server is a separate process. We will start stop admin server separately.